We don't have a lot of time, but I do want to ask you briefly what is going on in Gaza. I take it that that means, and it seems to me both sides, Israel and Saudi Arabia seem to realize normalization is not going to happen because the Saudis have said there has to be progress, real progress on a Palestinian state. Israel is right now essentially occupying Gaza and is also taking over large parts of the West Bank. So is that completely off the table for now?
It seems like it has to be. Look, Israel has had remarkable success militarily. It is failing at translating military gains into diplomatic gains. And I think Israel has a historic moment here to get a better relationship with Lebanon long term.
Can I just ask what those like historic military achievements have been, besides like killing a lot of civilians? Like, I don't think they've achieved major victories over Hamas.
They did kill Hassan Nasrallah, and they did have the pager attack, which maimed a lot of civilians, right, but did also cripple Hezbollah. So in Lebanon.
Lebanon, yeah.
Yeah, but in Gaza, yes, it's just...
And they did kill, I mean, obviously they killed Hania and they killed Sinwar, but that doesn't translate into a victory, a military or diplomatic victory. I mean, it did translate into a great PR video for Hamas when they released the Sinwar video.
Listen, you're exactly right. Militarily, their main accomplishment was destroying Gaza, a besieged civilian death camp. That's what their main achievement was militarily, and that's what he's talking about, and which he helped facilitate.
Right. Also haven't stopped the Houthis.
No, they haven't. And in fact, Trump couldn't stop Ansar Allah either. And so that's why he was forced to reach a deal with them.
Right.
But here's some more Amos Hochstein.
Relationship with Syria long term and normalization with Saudi Arabia, that I cannot think of something that is more strategically important to Israel's national security and for regional security. And with all that, all they have to do is end the war in Gaza and start a pathway towards some kind of Palestinian state negotiations. And
you hear that? That's his grand strategy for Israel and the Palestinians. Israel has to get on a pathway for negotiations. Sorry, let's just hear him say it in his own words, because it's this mealy-mouthed way of offering the Palestinians absolutely nothing while pretending to offer them something.
And for regional security. And with all that, all they have to do is end the war in Gaza and start a pathway towards some kind of Palestinian state negotiations.
A pathway towards some kind of Palestinian state negotiation. So not even a Palestinian state, not even some kind of Palestinian state, which in the U.S.-Israeli vision is just a bunch of disconnected Bantustans that aren't a state at all. He's not even saying that. He's saying some kind of negotiation. So basically, we have to pretend as if we're going to talk about creating a Palestinian state one day down the line, while meanwhile offering the Palestinians absolutely nothing. And this is the fundamental problem with U.S. policy. There's no recognition that Palestinians have the right to self-determination in their own stolen homeland. And Amos Hochstein just wants to perpetuate that forever, which means perpetuate forever conflict until Israel fulfills its grand vision of expelling every last Palestinian.
Right. And, it's so interesting because the great Israeli journalist Gideon Levy said, we've had him on the show, but something that he said during I think it was an Oxford debate, but was basically everyone who used to be for the two-state solution, like two states, a Palestinian state and Israeli state, everyone who used to be for that is now against it because it's no longer possible. Whereas everyone who's for it now was against it when it was possible. So it's just used as like an aspirational thing to constantly move the goalpost, and no one actually takes it seriously.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe to Risky Edges and turn on bell notifications. Please support independent media. Thank you.